Welcome back to Let's Play Kameo. At this point our hero has driven the troll army completely out of the Badlands and has taken the fight to their door, which we blew up last time and killed the guardsmen of. That opened up this path to another locked door. I did not, nor would I ever, intentionally turn into Flex there. He's got sort of an endorsement deal with the warrior wheel, his placement on which makes him pop up accidentally all the time. So once we get this troll off our back, start breaking down those chains. Drop the drawbridge for us. We've awakened the troll's ultimate weapon. 100-foot tall, robotic version of themselves. It's pretty impressive, actually. Seems like he's okay with this being the troll's last stand, because now nobody can leave. Can't exactly follow him as he wanders off into the lava. I guess we gotta cross his drawbridge. We're gonna find some over-caffeinated archers. You could technically run right past him. Or not. All you really have to do is break down that gate. That's why I equipped Deep Blue there. And we're also going to need Thermite to get down that lava path. There's a whole lot of shoehorning in of Thermite's abilities in this region. Kind of a shame since we just unlocked Snare moments before unlocking Thermite, and we never really got to know him. My first time through, I almost never turned into Snare except when required. Now that I've messed around with him a little bit in this playthrough, he's jumped up a few spots from my third least favorite to maybe about the halfway point, because he's pretty cool. Thermite gets us this little safe spot.
Major ruin.
There's now some severe repercussions for failure to platform. Fortunately, it's pretty easy in this area. We'll be getting a little harder later on. By a little harder, I mean some of the hardest platforming in the game. So, scorpions. This place is infested with them. And they explode. And there's pretty much constantly fireballs raining down on us as we go through here. It's kind of an annoying area, admittedly. Stuff just keeps falling on you. It's not actually dangerous, though. Weird Zerg structure was explodable. And I have no clue what happened there, but it killed me. No! Not too big a deal, though. There's tons of checkpoints in this area. Would be a big deal if we were going for an A rank, though. Even doing it right is a close call.
Athena is being held somewhere here, most likely by Thorn himself. Well, this time you've got all the elemental warriors at your command, so let's find Thorn and settle the score.
Yeah, thanks for the reminder, Ortho. So this hallway is very annoying. It's just a series of roadblocks and irritating enemies. Smart move would be to use Thermite's shield to avoid the enemies and just blow up everything in the way. But I think we're going to be seeing enough Thermite in this area as we carry on. I thought I'd switch it up with little Deep Blue. Those weird structures hurt us if we touch them. For example. There we go, I finally get the hint. Start using the shield. There's a bit of a fracas going on out here. Cool down, boys. There we go. All blowing up as equals. It's beautiful in a way. And a bunch of cannoneer towers. I guess if you're incredibly unlucky, they could snipe you out of the air while you're trying to platform. You're a little too far away to burn down, like we did in Mountain Falls.
Killer.
There, I almost accidentally turned into Flex again. There's a weird rope right in front of the guard box there. It always seems to capture my shots, make him miss the guy.
Major ruin.
And anyway, we don't need to worry about those guys. Our multipliers are all 0 because we died. And before we move on, thought it was neat that we're eye level with one of these guard towers. So I thought I'd blow it up. And that was a little out of range of my bombs, it turns out. More ice climbing. It almost makes me regret saving Chilla. Here's what I was talking about with the ridiculous platforming. Yeah, that can actually be incredibly delicate. Actually got a little bit lucky there. So we got more cannoneers. These ones are actually armored. I didn't quite realize that yet. The armor makes them immune to everything except explosions and instant kill attacks. And most of the instant kill attacks won't work on them because they're too big. So it's all explosions for these guys. I thought I'd eat them, but yeah, it turns out they're 2 or 3 times the size of the trolls that you can eat. And we're required to kill all of them. It's kind of a close call. If we'd gone into the lava, we would have died. 2 trolls that were hanging out behind that gate. There's an airship out there. I had assumed it was part of the just set dressing, but it can actually be destroyed. Here I'm showing off that you can charge up the ice spike, but it actually doesn't do any more damage. It'll just freeze enemies if it hits them that way. You can't freeze that guy. Nor can you reach him with bombs. So I'm going to put on the Eye of Strength so that this won't take a ridiculously long time. And I will bring that blimp down. There it finally goes. Blew up off screen. We didn't even get the money shot. There's no grade on this one.
Major ruin.
Use a rarely seen attribute of Major Ruin, which is that he's fireproof. And some stone trolls. They're actually flimsier than regular trolls at this point. And I just realized it would have been pretty cool to drop an anvil on him. Oh well. Almost a harmless hallway, but turned out to be infested with imps. I think we've dealt with enough imps, though. Another glassjaw troll. Must be their breeding ground. Until we extinct them. The Eye of Strength on. It only takes 3 spikes to kill them. Not quite sure what we were looking at in that cutscene. We sure did look at it. There's some more armor trolls. Those ones are susceptible to instant death attacks of various sorts, because they're not gigantic. So there's our path to progress, and they're not going to let me line up a shot, so they must pay. Here's another look at the blowback move. Kind of weird to hit an enemy with it, but once you do, you can instantly jib them. Doesn't do much damage to anyone else, but it's pretty awesome. Check to see if there's any Doom Trolls in here. There we go. Turns out there are. Every single one of the scored segments in the game has Doom Trolls in it, including Thorn's Castle all the way back from the first video. It's just really, really hard to make them come out in that one. Caused enough of a distraction to get away. If I had released the rush attack there, I would have bounced off of the wall and into the lava. It's kind of an annoying thing about the double rush jumps. Sometimes you don't know if they're required until you're all the way up against the wall. That was a real close call right there. Oh, albino trolls are back. After all the warriors we've unlocked, we can do nothing to kill them any faster than we did in the very first time we saw them. And we died. I have absolutely no clue what happened there. Hardly a setback at all, but still. What's up with that? So I thought I'd try burning them out. It works if you can lure them into a campfire or something, but it doesn't work if you set the fire yourself. Uh-oh. Okay, we survived the cutscene this time. Take that, you jerk. Yeah, we were a millimeter from the scene that would have fallen into the lava. Almost died again. And just barely missed it. Yeah, I think at this point, any use of albino trolls is just desperate padding. Got his little cap off the edge. Got him off the edge. Alright. Both open to attack. Just decap them both. And yeah, he's right back in there. You can at least kill this one, I hope. Yeah, he's down. Stop turtling. For his crimes of annoyance, use him as a club, break him in half on one of his friends. Once the albino trolls are dead, they send in the dragons. Probably should have started with that, would have been a little cooler. With the Eye of Strength equipped, the dragons are one-hit kills, which makes them weaker than albino trolls. They are very weird with allocating HP. And armor trolls, not gonna bother with them. Maybe a little bit. Thermite is pretty fun to use. He's just a really lame character. And we gotta fight the Mechano Troll now. Lord Drock is his name. Gave us a little hint, he hates magmites. So we're gonna have to find a way to let the magmites get the better of him. And when he laughs, for some reason, he opens up his circuitry. I almost walked right into the lava there. There we go. For no discernible reason, that makes all the magmites come out. We can grab them and accidentally eat them. I've had so little experience with Snare, I kind of mess up his controls. don't do very much damage by themselves. Probably want to stick a whole ton of them on him. And he's gonna wipe them out while we're trying to use them. Yeah, that side swipe with his hammer, the only use of it is to wipe out Magmites. It won't actually hurt us if it hits us, which is weird. The smart thing to do is to pretty much cover him with a coat of Magmites and then blast them all at once. He will start brushing them off, but he's not very good at it. And every time we shoot him in the circuits, when he laughs, he summons more Magmites. Which is good, because there's a finite amount on screen at any given time. That's the only way to get him to spawn in again. I don't think shooting him multiple times will make more come out. Just barely dodged that stomping attack. It also has a weird hitbox. A lot of his hitbox are kind of broken. Makes him a little less threatening than he ought to be. And I covered his back with Magmites. That's not going to be of any use to us. Because he almost always turns to face us. And that's what happens when it does hit. You get splattered in comedic N64 fashion. Classic rare stuff there. There we go, he's nice enough to laugh. While he has low HP, he laughs almost every time he attacks. I mean high HP. Once he gets low HP, he will stop doing that almost completely. And accidentally ate some more Magmites. Fortunately, there's no adverse health effects. Some adverse health effects to that, though. It's a weird trajectory on those Magmites. Barely charged up that swing at all, and they went pretty high. Usually when I only do one back and forth, they only go to his feet, if that. See, not even to his feet there. And he squeezed all the Magmites right out of our face. Okay, he's got them all over his shoulder there. He's still got the ones on his back that we can never get to. The ones on his shoulder should get those ones too. Once you get the hang of it, you can do some pretty cool shots with the snare and toss. It got us, but it was worth it. There's about half his health gone. Not sure why he's using that attack when there's no Magmites around. But he didn't laugh afterwards. Got lucky with the hitboxes there. There we go. And I missed. Pretty sure the amount of time he lasts for is shortened as he gets lower health as well. Still have the Eye of Strength on, which does absolutely nothing in this fight. Doesn't make the Magmites do any more damage. This is our first boss fight since we got the Eye of Strength too, so that's a bit of a waste. There we go. Send in the Magmites. Even though Snare has that S-bend in his neck, if we start our back and forth from the side, it's pretty much the same as if we do it from the front. Straight to the ground. It's got a pretty good face full of those Magmites now. Just about time to reap the rewards. And try to brush them off. Which scared me so much that I missed that shot and immediately went to blow him up. I don't think he even brushed any off when he did that too. Yeah, I got hit dead on by that side swing. And didn't do anything. That charge attack is getting a lot faster, and usually it would hit me all the time here. For some reason in this recording, I got pretty lucky with it. There we go. Rocked him pretty good with that. He's still got that tiniest, meager sliver of health, which is exactly 1 thermite's worth of damage. Magmite, that is to say. Wish thermite could damage him. Just gotta finish this thing. I was expecting that to be a little give and take there. Fully expected to get trampled, but not complaining. So Lord Drock is pretty ruined. Sets us into a very weird but really pretty camera angle. Not complaining about that. And here's where I realized it would have been pretty cool to drop a chandelier on his head. Oh well. With Drock dead, we can move on to hijack a Zeppelin.
These airships are heading to the Enchanted Kingdom. They mean to destroy it, and they might just have the firepower to succeed. We have to find Thorn and Callus and put a stop to their plans before it's too late.
So all that shrine defense was for naught if they can make it to the Enchanted Kingdom with their ultimate death ship. But Thorn and Callus are at the helm, so this is definitely the final showdown. Dropping these jerks on me, you bastard. Take that. That mid-air collision is going to open up a pathway to the fuselage. Be seeing what's inside next time.